T. Clark here, and this video is going to go over a couple things on how to do the digital portfolio submission. So first things first, you have your code. You're all done with your code. You ran it. You did a screencastify of it running. Maybe when you do the screencastify video, you do it on the excuse me, on the full screen. That way, when you run your code, you can show off your code in as high resolution as possible. That way, yeah, so you have this nice and neat. And then you can crop it if you want to on the video, but you don't have to. So let's go put that back because I'm not doing that right now. But then what you need to turn in is you need to turn in the program code. So if you have just your text, you can do Control A, Control C to copy, and then just paste it into a blank code template, just a blank document. And if you use this template, you just click right here and do Control Shift V. Control Shift V will copy with, scroll back up, copy using the formatting that's already there. So the formatting already here is 12-point font. I have half inch margins, and then I'm using P2 Mono. You could use another monospace font. I like P2 Mono personally, but you can use Courier New. A lot of people do that. But anyway, once you have this, all your code in here, you go File, Download, PDF. And then you have the PDF in your document, and you can just upload it to the digital portfolio, however that works. I think you just click on the upload button. Excuse me. And then the next thing you want to do, another way you could do it, if you're using CMU, you could just use the print command. So I'm going to go over here to settings, and I'm going to fix my text settings because I like having big font because I have a big monitor, honestly. So I'm going to change it back to maybe 14 font. There you can see if I zoom in, there we go. But then when I print it, if I click on print, it'll give me a nice, and I don't actually want to print it. I don't select the printer. I select Save as PDF. And then it's a nice, it gives me the line numbers and everything when I want to print this out. And even if my code is so long on the line, it'll say, okay, 219 is actually these two lines right here. So then when I save it, I can save it and bring to my downloads, and I'll just save as chess 2023 or whatever year it is, or whatever you want to name it. So then I have a PDF of the, in my downloads folder, I have, don't look at that. Let's delete that. You don't need that secure documents. But yeah, so chess 2023, and here is what you submit. But make sure the font is nice and big. So you have to have the font 12-point font, or in this case, what did I switch it to? 14? Yeah. So whatever you have it, make sure it's not too small. If it's too small, then you get points off. I'm going to switch this back to my normal font before I forget. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and there we go. Okay. So that's what I like to see. But yeah, so then you'll submit this PDF to the digital portfolio. Not here, but there's a digital portfolio page for the program code where you upload the PDF. And make sure it's not bigger than 30 megabytes. I have quite a bit of code, and my size is, for both of these that I just made right now, not that one, but both of these were pretty small, so you don't have to worry about that too much. So how many lines of code did I actually have? I have 670 lines of code with some white space. So 650 lines of code gives me 2 megabytes. Okay, so honestly, you shouldn't be more than that. Probably shouldn't have too many more lines of code. So let's close that. So what is it doing? Okay. Also, when you have your digital portfolio, you have your written response where you can copy the code in. So I recommend when you do the written response, use either the template or the template word counter, because sometimes when people have typed into the digital portfolio here, they typed into these boxes and it hasn't saved. It didn't save. So they had like 3 paragraphs, and then because their internet was down or the school internet was down or something, it didn't save correctly. So I recommend working on Google Docs, answering your questions here, and when you're ready, just highlight everything, copy it, go over to the digital portfolio, click on the box, and then paste it into each box one at a time. Okay, I don't need this, I don't need this. But yeah, so do the written response in the Google document template. So that's, why is this here still? Okay. And then in these yellow sections, this is the screenshots you have to do. So the screenshot, remember, you need a screenshot, and On Windows, it's Windows key Shift S. Chromebook something else. Mac it's something else. But either way, you can just screenshot it into the digital portfolio. So if you want to, let's say my 3CI is this function right here, maybe, I don't know. I didn't do a written response on my chess one yet. So I do Windows key. Wait, I want to highlight the function, the first line of the function name, the definition. So I do Windows key Shift S, and I'm going to make sure I'm zoomed in. I already have that because I have such a big font. And then just box up. I'm using if you notice, I have the line numbers over here in my screenshot as well. So you screenshot it, then you go right to the digital portfolio. You go to that section. So this was 3CI. So you click on drop images here, and you can just do Control V to paste it in. So click on the drop images, and then Control V to paste in. Did I say the wrong thing? Control V. Control V to paste. Or you can save it as a PN or a JPEG. So open up Paint. It's on my wrong window. Okay, open up a new thing and just paste it. Okay, so there's my paint. I'm zoomed in quite a bit. And then crop it. If it's the wrong size, you can crop it. If you paste it in, there's a lot of extra white space. Click on crop and then do Control S to save. And I just name it, what's my picture? 3C1, 3CI, and change it to JPEG. And then save it. And then now you have it in your downloads, 3CI, and make sure you upload it to the right spot. So click on the little picture here. And if you click on the picture, it should go to your Windows. And then you can say, okay, I want to go to that downloads folder, and I want 3CI for that. Or again, you could just screenshot it. Make sure you don't screenshot it like this or zoomed out. So I know you guys have good eyesight, but